Good morning. You're almost through another week. If you've been watching these videos for the past few days, you might notice that I've changed the picture on the stand behind me. This is another one of the paintings that I did several years ago, but I changed it just because I wanted to bring a newness, something different to my office. Do you ever do that? Do you ever rearrange things in your house or your office just to make them look new? It helps brighten up your home and keeps things fresh. It's not that the other painting was bad, and it was just trying to try something new. That's kind of the way we can get with our lives too. Sometimes trying something new and different can bring a renewed spark into our lives. Not that there's anything wrong with where we already are in life, but sometimes something new can change our outlook and our perspective on things. When I was in my early 50s, I made the decision to go back to school. Now, it wasn't that there was anything wrong with where I was in life, but I really felt by God called to go beyond my comfort level and try to achieve something new in my life. New and terrifying. The very thought of going back to being a college student was something I never dreamed I would do. Quite frankly, I didn't much like school back in the 70s, and I really wasn't a very good student back then. But I wanted to be faithful to what God was calling me to do. I expected it was going to be boring and a waste of time. And I mean, after all, at my age, what could those professors teach me that I didn't already know? Besides, I could never compete academically with those young, bright kids that were just out of high school. I mean, for them, school was a routine they were used to, and I hadn't been in a classroom for 35 years. But with great reluctance, I enrolled in Multnomah University, the only Bible college in the entire state of Nevada. Now, looking back on these last 7 years, can I tell you that I could not have been more wrong? What I found was an incredible opportunity to grow, both spiritually and mentally. Rather than dreading each class, I looked forward to each new lecture and each new assignment. And rather than feeling like I had to compete with those kids, I found a new opportunity to share some of my life experiences with them, and many of them have become close, dear friends. Now, some 7 years later, I'm still in school. I now have 2 bachelor's degrees, one in biblical theology and one in pastoral ministries. And by this time next year, I'll have finished my master's degree. I'm even thinking about going on and pursuing a doctorate degree, who knows? But it all happened because I stepped out of my comfort zone and I tried something new. Had I been content with living my life in the same old manner, I would have missed out on the opportunity to grow my mind and to grow my faith. What about you? Where is your life right now? With this time of being forced to stay at home, this might be an opportunity for you to try something new, something you never thought you would get the chance to do. Maybe a new hobby, maybe learning a new language, maybe even going back to college. There's plenty of courses that are available online that can challenge you and push you in ways you might never imagine. You say, oh, I'm too old for that. Well, take it from this old geezer. You're never too old to learn something new. What about, well, it costs a lot of money. I could never afford that. Really? Have you looked into some of the federal grants and scholarships that you might qualify for? You might very easily be able to complete an entire degree without ever having to pay a cent. The point is, we can all come up with excuses for not doing something. Or we could just do it. Maybe it's time to rearrange the paintings in your life and go beyond what you thought you would ever do and do something that you thought you would never be able to do. Is it scary? You bet it is. But don't let your fear of something new hold you back. If I had listened to my fears, I would have never gone back to school. I would have never made that call to the admissions office. And I would have missed out on one of the best things that has ever happened in my life. Don't do what I almost did. Don't give up on yourself. You're worth it. I pray that you have a blessed day. Each morning, look to this Facebook page for more encouraging videos that'll help lift your spirits, and as always, feel free to comment and share this with your friends. Thank you, and God bless you as you go through your day today.